All right, Kenman here, and today's unboxing is a special one. I am excited for this. As you may know, I was in Blade Show, Texas about a month ago, met up with some great companies, excited about some new things. I reached out to Three Rivers Manufacturing, TRM, and they like the channel, they like what's going on, and they wanted to send me a little package that I can use for one of my upcoming giveaways. I actually just hit 9K. Thank you all very much. Much appreciative to everyone who likes, subscribes, becomes a member. Channel's been going well, but they wanted to send me something for a giveaway, so I will save this for probably the 10K giveaway, which hopefully won't be too terribly long from now, so stay tuned for that. Let's see how I can get into this special box without cutting anything that might be in the box. All right, here we are. There is the knife. Ooh, we got a pen, some packing material, sticker, booklet box on the floor. This here is my invoice. Okay, we got a little book. Oh, look at that. Got a little notebook, tablet, nice thin, kind of carry around, need to make some notes or jot something down. Nice little pen, good looking stuff here. Three Rivers Manufacturing, USA. Got a sticker with the little dog tycoon. Cool looking stuff. All right, thanks again to TRM. And let's check out the knife. Boom. TRM USA. Let's soak this all in. They've got their logo. You can see it's Three Rivers Meeting. Made in the USA. Cancer warning. All right, there we are. Magnacut Holey Nerd Titanium 3D. What are we getting into today? Boom. All right, get the sleeve out of there. There you go. Customer Appreciation Monthly Drawings. Limited lifetime warranty. Nice card. Another little sticker. Same sticker, a little bit smaller. Please do not oil me too much. Thank you. Nice little touch, that extra little card. There it is. Wow, no way. Cool little package. It's got that nice little insert where it can sit in there and just being protected. Let's set all this off to the side here. Got to keep it nice because I will be giving this knife away at some point. Warning, extremely sharp. Handle with care. Okay, this definitely small, a little bit smaller than I thought it was, but wow, check it out. So today we are looking at the TRM Magnacut and Titanium Holey Nerd. Let's see if I can, boom, oh, almost kind of tag the side of my hand, my palm. I have big hands. This is a smaller knife. Wow, this thing is super cool. Check it out. So I'm gonna look at the box again. Titanium 3D. I know they have several different versions. They also have some G10 versions, some micarta, and then a few different of the titanium scales with a couple different varieties of texture. This has got some nice horizontal micro grooves, and then looks like they cross hatch right here. You can see they go the other way. Nice little addition. Got to break this thing in a little bit. It says don't oil me too much. All right, so it does have the hole. This is the Holey Nerd. There is one with thumb studs. Obviously the Holey Nerd. It's got the flicking hole there. Oh, what do we think about this thing? What a cool small knife. So we got that Magnacut blade. What a cool shape. That is great. So I have a larger hand, so I can get in there in that little choke up spot, or I could even back up to there. That actually seems to be pretty nice. I can just get into the regular groove, and then my index finger gets out pretty far for doing some draw cuts. That actually is quite comfortable, just like that. Boom. Who has one of these? Wow, this thing looks really nice. So clip cannot be swapped to the other side. I don't mind that as a lefty. I carry knives in several different pockets and a few here and there. I'm always carrying 2 or 3 knives. And so, there we go. If I've got this one, I could put in my right pocket and I could put another one in the left. So having a clip on that side isn't a big deal necessarily. Would be nice if they had a lefty version. I would be interested in that. Clip is kind of large. Not super deep carry. Looks like there's a little bit that's going to stick out of the pocket right there. But it seems like a pretty large clip for a smaller knife. There we go. Give it a little wrist, and we're going to break this thing in, get it looking real nice, but I want to keep it mint. I'm not going to take it out and run around with it or anything like that. I'm going to keep it good for the giveaway. Blade is centered nicely. Very solid. This is a high quality knife, you all know. Oh yeah, that blade is great. So it rolls out real easy. I like this feel, just like that. This is a great, that would make good short work of some stuff. Kind of a flat grind, little reverse tanto kind of a tip there. Boom, flicking out better already. No jimps, you know me, I love a lot of jimps. So, you know, they could put some on there. It doesn't feel bad though. The grooves right here though, they give you that kind of sensation. They could have followed that and continued put a few jimps on there. Who here in the chat does not like jimps? Or do you love them? Comment below. So captive pivot, you only need the tool for the one side. Fairly clean and simple design with just the 2 screws for the scales, the pivot, and then on this side you've got the pocket clip, then the screw and the pivot. I believe all of these, I know some of them are, but I believe all of them you can swap the scales. So you could just take just these 2 screws off and the scale will come off without having to disassemble the entire knife, and you can swap them out. For me, I have a large hand, so a thumb flick out is kind of difficult because look at how far back I'm, like 3 inches away with the smaller knife. It's not saying the knife is bad, I just have a large hand, so it's a little bit more requirement to get your hand in the right position for flicking it out. I think someone who has a little bit slightly smaller hand, you can see, look at this, I get pretty much all the way around it just in my fingers, forget the palm, right? I do like this. This would be a great secondary cutter though. But definitely if you have small to medium sized hands, you might just absolutely love this. So it's got very simple branding on here. I really appreciate that. We got the TRM logo right there that I really enjoy. And then it says TRM USA Magnacut on that side. So to me, this looks real classy, really nice. The branding is fantastic. Let's get some close-ups. Oh, that texture is really rad. You prefer thumb studs or the flick and hole? For me, it's flick and hole all day long. Gonna work on this one here a little bit. It's not bad. Just a little tight right out of the box. Boom. Oh, cool stuff. All right, so what am I doing here? I'm just awestruck, enjoying the knife, enjoying the design of it. Thanks again to TRM for sending this out. Somebody is going to love it. I like the forward cant on the blade. Kind of goes out and then kind of angles in, so it gets you right into that position for making some cuts. right, let's measure this thing up. Definitely smaller. You know, you look at pictures of knives online, you don't quite know the exact size until you get it in your hands. Ooh, this is 5.5 end to end, right? So we've got 2.25 even angled, maybe 2.5 from angle to angle there, but you're looking at about a 2.25 inch blade, and then almost 3 3/8 on the handle. Definitely a petite carry. Oh, I'd love this to be my secondary on a daily. 0.08. Now the 0.08 carries all the way out to there, and you've got that nice grind. Ooh, that feels good. Handle 0.4. Thin. Thickest spot up here, 1.13. Middle right here, 0.86. Thickest spot of the blade up at the top, 107. This battery is gonna last forever. We've got to be 100 videos in since it started dying. How many more are we gonna get? Comment below. Get the weight on here. Gotta back this up a little. Sorry, I've been bouncing around, working on the new room, the new studio, recording and stuff, and trying to lock everything down. Still gotta dial in this camera, get it a little more stationary. 2.436. I compare everything with the Kaiser Drop Bear 3.29. So smaller knife, obviously, but 2.43, even with the titanium and everything that it is, that's fairly light. I dig it. All right, ready? Almost. I catch my finger as I'm doing it a lot of the times. Because my index finger is so long, it's like you got to get your finger out of the way. Seem to do it better with the right. Oh, now it's getting stiffer. There we go. Sorry. Kaiser Drop Bear Clutch Lock. This is one of my daily carries. Great EDC. This is a bug out killer size, same as like the Pyrite or a normal, not quite full size EDC. So you can see this Holey Nerd is definitely a smaller option, easily an inch shorter, maybe on the front and the back, like 2 inches shorter, maybe. It's a small one, but that might be right up your alley, huh? Oof. Who thinks this is the best looking one? I know there's a few other patterns on the titanium, but this thing looks great. Thanks again to TRM for sending this out. Gonna make one of my subscribers very happy. There we go. I'll link down in the description my experience at the table over at Blade Show, Texas this year. But yeah, a lot of cool things coming out from TRM. Check them out. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.